Buddy, this is Yojo, and I'm bringing you new What If on this channel. This is What If Goku Become an Android Part 1, the beginning. Now, how did this story happen? How Goku became an android? Well, to say it simply, this would have happened around by the time Juro wouldn't see Goku as a threat. After the defeat of King Piccolo, Juro decided to take Goku to him, or you could say kidnap him. He would just wait for the right moment when Goku's off guard. When Goku's outside preparing dinner for his family, of course, having Chi-Chi do that, Jiro will put a smoke bombs to make Goku cough as he will lose consciousness as Goku will be knocked out. Goku will then see Goku being carried away by Jiro, and Jiro will manage to take Goku to his lab and experiment on him. If only by the time there has already been 3 years time skip. So eventually, after Chi would have learned about it, she would contact the other Z-Fighters so they can find Goku about the lab. They will most likely the Z-Fighters would have used the Dragon Ball to locate Goku where he is, thanks to the help of Shinron. Of course, they'll most likely the search for Goku most likely would have taken an year, and Joe able to grant Goku the infinite energy just like 17 18, but alongside do the same upgrades that he did to himself in 19 to the energy absorption. Of course, Joe tried to put in the mindset of Goku killing the Z-Fighters, but when the Z-Fighters actually would have arrived, they were easily able to stop Jiro and actually kill him much more early than the original. Also, 17 and 18 would have already been done many years ago, so they would just stay in our pods. Of course, the Z-Fighters doesn't know what to do with both 17 and 18, but they decided to reprogram them so to make sure that there was no threat to Goku. And of course, to make sure that Goku isn't also not fully android, but it seems that he was only a half android. He just has the parts of an android, but most likely everything on itself is just practically the same. Of course, they were able to learn through Jiro's research that Goku is not a human but an alien known as Saiyan. Eventually, after they will learn that, they'll explain that to Goku. Goku would have been pretty shocked to know that he's practically an alien and now that he's an android. Of course, Goku wants to get rid of that, but he decides to stick with that. Seeming as he could benefit his training with infinite stamina means that he can never get tired and just continue training as much as he wants. Eventually, Goku would have continued his training with the Z-Fighters this time. Goku wanted actually to become stronger to protect not only himself but also his family, seeing as he was caught off guard pretty easily. So Goku wants himself to increase his power. So by the Goku would actually use a time chamber this time, and since he probably has infinite stamina, he can actually hold himself much longer inside a time chamber for a full year this time. And Goku actually managed to increase his power to the point that he was able to absorb energy at this point. Of course, he also trained Z-Fighters of growing their energy much more hard, thanks to Goku absorbing their energy and giving them back to them, thanks to his advice. Now, of course, 17 and 18 will most likely would have joined the Z-Fighters, and I want to say that they most likely would have a power levels of around a millions by the time, while Goku thanks to become an android, his power levels will increase just by a little. So I'm gonna say that Goku managed to reach a power level of around 1,300 when he becomes an android, but eventually after training with the Z-Virus, it is now android hybrid same potential will actually increase his power even further. We actually saw how 17 just doing light training was able to keep up with suppressed Super Saiyan Blue Goku, who was practically stronger than even his Super Saiyan God counterpart in a battle of gods, just suppressed. So you have to consider that to a fact. So most likely that this Goku would have been so powerful, but I'm gonna lowball him a little bit so he can be fair. Now, the androids will most likely not have trained, but 18 will actually hit off much sooner with Krillin, while 17 will decide to become a Park Ranger just like the original. Of course, he will most likely would have trained with the Z-Fighters occasionally, just to help them grow in power. Of course, if Piccolo also would have joined the Z-Fighters, seeing as he sees that Goku became much more powerful, so he doesn't not want to be an enemy of his, so yeah. Goku eventually managed to increase his power and grow stronger and much more powerful. Goku was actually able to access Super Saiyan much more early than the original. If really, how is that possible? Well, with the constant stamina increase, Goku managed to actually tap into the power of Super Saiyan. Though actually managing to actually see through the research of Jiro, they were able to find out that Saiyans can grow in a much higher rate. But also, Goku was able to learn that from the Dragon Balls after actually asking Shinron for the Saiyans information. Eventually, he would have learned about Super Saiyan and how to access thanks to Shinron. And if he was able to do that, and thanks to even stamina, Goku already has the Master Super Saiyan. So he doesn't actually have to train a Master Super Saiyan, he already has it right off the bat. Of course, he actually wants to teach it to Gohan when he grows up to be an adult. Of course, she actually is not against it, seemingly as he sees that Goku is becoming incredibly powerful to protect her and Gohan. She actually allows Gohan to do the same for his family if he ever has one. If you're wondering, the power levels of the Z-Fighters by this time are immensely high, with the humans reaching for power levels of around 8 to 3,000 each, which is incredibly high. Well, if you want to go on, they've trained slightly with Goku, but this slight train that Gohan did would be incredibly powerful, which will put them at around, I'm gonna say, 850. So yeah, while Goku being the most strongest, but still behind the original androids like 17 and 18. They're not as powerful as their original counterpart, but they still have power levels of millions. But I'm gonna see it after Goku's power level. With Goku having a starting base power level of 3 million. Yes, Goku practically has the same power level that he has on Namek way earlier in the original. Even this is after the full 5 years time skip, and Piccolo is behind Goku with a power level of 750,000. While 18 has a power level of 200 million and 17 has a starting power level of 750 million. Which just proves that they're much more powerful than Goku, but that just proves that Goku can actually start to catch up to them. Of course, Goku is not powerful in base, but when it comes to Super Saiyan, he starts to pick up way more. Also, because Master Super Saiyan practically has an 8 times multiplier, Goku is actually stronger than 18 when he's in Super Saiyan, just barely. While he's not as strong as 17, he does grow in power. If wondering when Rats arrives, he's easily able to be dealt with no issue at all. Piccolo most likely would have killed Rats the first time he sees him because he sees him as a threat, so he most likely would have mentioned about another Saiyans coming to Earth after he kills Rats. With of course Goku being bummed out that Piccolo practically killed his brother, so yeah. And guys, this is the end of part 1 of What If Goku Become an Android. Hope you guys enjoy. See you around guys. Make sure to subscribe, share with your friends. This is Gogito. Sayonara.